So I asked ChatGPT, what are some signs that a government system is about to crash and burn? All right, so the first tab was political dysfunction, frequent changes in leadership, corruption. Rampant corruption erodes public trust in government institutions, inability to pass legislation. That's obvious. Authoritarianism or overreach. When leaders start consolidating too much power, bypassing democratic checks and balances, it can destabilize the government, leading to rebellion or collapse. The second tab is social unrest. Many mass protests and strikes, loss of public trust, increased violence, and civil unrest, which includes protests, riots, civil conflict, economic decline, high national debt, and fiscal crisis. If a government is unable to manage its finances and enters into a debt crisis, it can lead to default, collapse of public services, and loss of confidence in the ability of the government to function. Hyperinflation or economic freefall. Economic crisis such as runaway inflation, banking collapse can severely weaken the government's ability to maintain control. Widespread poverty and unemployment. When a large percentage of the population falls into poverty or unemployment, governments struggle to maintain order as citizens become desperate. Erosion of rule of law. Judicial breakdown. When courts are no longer independent or respected and legal decisions are ignored by the executive branch or overridden by corrupt officials, it signals a breakdown of the rule of law. Military and police corruption. That's obvious, and we know our police are corrupt. If you don't believe me, go check out many of my police misconduct videos. Civil or sectarian conflict. Ethnic or religious tensions, deep-seated divisions along ethnic, religious, or regional lines, race wars. Separatist movement. If regions or groups within the country seek independence or autonomy, it can lead to the fragmentation of government. External pressures and foreign influence, increased foreign intervention, and international isolation, which is when a country becomes diplomatically isolated due to sanctions, loss of trade partners, or widespread condemnation, kind of like what's happening with Russia. Breakdown of essential services, collapse of infrastructure. If a government can no longer provide basic services like healthcare, education, or public safety, it's a strong indication that the system is failing. Power shortages and food scarcity. I'm going to throw water scarcity in there as well. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that this is something that's happening here? Do you see any parallels? Do you think that this is definitely not something that's not happening here? Let me know in the comments.